We're getting a reaction to the closure of Planned Parenthood in Tyler. Good evening and thank you for being with us. The Tyler Clinic provided birth control, emergency contraception, and other services to its patients. But a Planned Parenthood spokesperson says the Tyler Clinic never provided abortions. Following the overturning of Roe v. Wade, the organization has not been able to provide abortions in other parts of the state. As KLTV7's Michael Richardson tells us, the decision is getting both support and backlash.
In-person appointments at Planned Parenthood in Tyler are no more. The organization has been the subject of debate in recent years for providing abortion procedures in certain states.
This is a big victory.
Crosspoint Church pastor Joy Patterson says she supports the closure.
Even though that particular office was not providing abortions in this area, it is our desire to see the organization itself not be a part of society in the U.S.
A sentiment echoed by Republican Representative Daniel Alders.
I think it's important that our culture, that our society has gotten to a point where we recognize no, unborn children actually deserve to be defended. They have a right to life just like those of us who are outside of the womb.
They've offered some really vital resources.
However, Laura Odom with the Northeast Texas National Organization for Women says she is sad to see the clinic close its doors.
They really benefit people who can't afford health care and other clinics and maybe don't have health insurance. And so these services are provided at low cost, and they're really important to our community.
East Texas patients can still make a telemed appointment to access Planned Parenthood services. Michael Richardson, KLTV7 News.
Now, a spokesperson for Planned Parenthood of Greater Texas provided us with a statement. It reads in part, quote, "We are so grateful for the Tyler community for support and for our patients for choosing Planned Parenthood as their health care provider." That statement goes on to say, quote, "We look forward to continuing to serve this community through the Greater Texas Virtual Health Center and the Planned Parenthood Direct Health Care app."